1. If two outer sides of two adjacent angles are on the same straight line, then the two angles are what? We have two angles here. We called it two adjacent angles. He asked about if two outer sides here, this side and this side, on the same straight line, then two angles here will be supplementary, or supplementary angles. We have supplementary angles or supplement each other, or supplementary angles. Supplementary, meaning some of them equal 180 degree because the outer sides in the same straight line. Question number 2. The two triangles are congruent if two sides and included angles are congruent with their corresponding other triangle. If we have two triangles and we have two sides here was equal in lengths, congruent to other triangle and included angle between them, then two triangle we called it congruent. The two triangles are congruent if two sides and included angles are congruent with the other corresponding in this here their triangle on the other triangle. So we must write in the place here and side included side angle and included angle. Understood? We called it included angle. Again, we have here two triangles. The two triangles are congruent if two sides here and included angles are congruent with their corresponding their triangle. Again, the two triangles here congruent if two sides and included angles are congruent with their corresponding in their triangle. We must write this word included angle. Okay, write included angle. Included angle. We will have one angle between two straight line here or two sides. Then the two straight line here equal in lengths to corresponding other in the other triangle. Then the two triangles are congruent if two sides and included angles are congruent with their corresponding in the other triangle. That was question number 2. Question number 3. The sum of the measure of accusative angles at the point it will be 360 degree. Question number 4. In the figure here opposite, you want to find the perimeter of triangle ABC. We have two congruent triangle. It's meaning all sides in the first triangle equal lengths. Second, the corresponding triangle here. Okay, he give us the first triangle C A B, and the next triangle we have F D and E, and two triangle congruent to give us ED equal 4 centimeter and EF 3 centimeter, and FD give us CP equal 5 centimeter. Okay, then the perimeter of triangle, you want to find the perimeter of triangle EPC. We can write 3 equal 3 and this side 4 equals this side 4 centimeter because two triangles are congruent. 3 plus 4 plus 5, 7 plus 5 equal 12 centimeter. Okay, next question. We have here two straight lines with parallel A B parallel to CD, and we have the bisect angles here. This bisect angle, the first angle here was 30 degree, and this three bisect angles A, two equality angles, and give us this angle was 60 degree. The measure of this angle was 60. You want write complete AP parallel to what? AP parallel to CD. Why? Because the measure of angle A, equal measure of angle C equals 60 degree, because we have PA was parallel to CD and EC cut of them. We called it alternate angle. Measure of angle A equal measure of angle C equals 60 degree. We called it alternate angles. AP parallel to CD. Then measure of angle A will be equal 2 times 30 equals 60 degree. And then you want to find measure of reflex angle A. Measure of reflex angle A here, right? 360 subtracted by 60, it will be 300 degree. Next question, choose the correct answer. Number 1, if two triangles APC and XYZ are congruent, then what? We have first triangle APC congruent, second triangle YZ, then we can find here equality between two sides. BC equal XZ, no. XY equal CA, XY equal CA, no. ZY equal CP. Okay, choose letter C. It's correct. Choose letter C about question number 1. Question number 2. The best unit to measure the area of a room, it will be what? Square meter. It's the best unit to measure the area in a room. Question number 3. The angle whose measure is 45 degree complements an angle measure what? Complements, meaning 9 subtracted by 45, it will be 45 degree. Complementary angles, okay? Called complementary angles to the result here will be 45. Question number 4. Measure of angle A congruent to measure of angle B, and A and B are supplementary angles, then measure of angle A equal what? Supplementary angles, it's meaning sum of two angles equal 180 and they are equality, then each one of them equal 180 divided by 2, it will be 90 degree. Next question, we have here triangle and he won't find the length of AD here. Okay, I will draw a triangle and we have straight line parallel to the base and parallel to this side as this side length. We have A, X, Y, D, E, C, P, and here AF. Then AD can find length at, we have 3 parts equality in the length, each one of them AY equal YE equal EC, and this part equals this part equals this part, because we have to transfer about 3 or 4 side lengths was parallel, and this called transfer, this transfer. This is the length of XY, AX equal XD equal DB. They are equal lengths. Then we can find ED. He give us the length of AX was 3 centimeters. This part 3 centimeters. Then ED equal 3 plus 3 equals 6. Okay, we have 3 centimeter here. Then ED equal 3 plus 3 equal 6 centimeter. The number of triangle in this figure we have here 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 triangles here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 4, 1, 10. You can subtract by last one numbers. Or you can count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In this figure, we want to find the measure of angle CFD. CFD. Okay, we have here the straight line perpendicular here, and we have the ray here, and this ray 100 degree, and this angle 80 degree, and this angle don't know it. Okay, we have A, D, C, B, and this point F. We can find the measure of angle C, E, C, F. Okay, F, C, F, D. We have cumulative angles. Sum of all angles here equals 360. The result will be 360. Subtract the sum of 100 and this angle 90 degree and this angle 80 degree. Right, 360 subtract by the sum of them. 8 plus 9, 17. 7 and carry 1. 1 plus 1 equal 2. 16 minus 7 it will be 9. 2 minus 2 0. Then this angle will be 120 here. It will be 120. 120. No. Cancel because we have here 120. 9 plus 8 17 plus 2 19. 9 and carry 1. 1 plus 1 equal 2. And 16 minus 9 it will be 7. The result will be 70 degree. Next question here. Why AP parallel to CF? We have trapezium here. It's trapezium, and we have the ray bisect angles to equality. This angle C, and here F, D, A, P, C, and E here. This angle was 110 degree, and it was 35 degree. And he tell us why AP parallel to CF. We can find this angle 110, and it will be 110 alternate angle because DA was parallel to CB, such that DA parallel to CB and DC transfer of them or cut of them. Then measure of angle D equal measure of angle C equal 110 degree, and such that the straight line or the ray CF bisect angle C. Then measure of angle FCE, measure of angle FCE equal measure of angle FCD equal 110 divided by 2 equal 55 degree. Okay, this angle will be 55 degree. Okay, and this angle was 55. It's not clear with me. Okay, and then such that measure of angle B will be equal measure of angle FCE. They are equal in measure, equal 50 degree. We called it corresponding angle. We called it what? Corresponding angles. Then EP will be parallel to CF. Okay, EP parallel to CF because angle B equal angle C is a measure. We called it corresponding angles. Next question. We have two figures congruent here. You want to find the perimeter of trapezium here. We have this shape here, and we have straight line here, cut of them, and it was 2 centimeter. We have X, this straight line X is point X, and here point was E, and here E, P, C, D, and Z and Y. You want to find the perimeter of ABCD. APC Z, Y, X. Okay, we can find the length. We have here 4 centimeter. It will be 4 centimeter, and this side length 5. Then it will be 5 centimeter equality, and this side length 2. It will be 2 centimeter. Parameter will be equal 2 plus 2 equal 2 plus 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 4 plus 2. Okay, 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 4 8, 8 plus 4 12, 12 plus 10 22, 22. Here we have 3 and 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 6 equals 30. 6 plus 4 12, 15. Sorry, 6, 3 plus 2 3, 6 plus 4 10 plus 5 15, 20, 24, 28. 2 plus 2, this side length 4, 4, and this side 10, and 3 plus 2 3 plus 7 4 7, and 3 plus 4 7, 7 plus 7 14, and here 14. The result will be 28 centimeter. Subparameter. And the measure of angle EDC, it will be 90 degree. Measure of angle EDC will be 90 degree because ED was perpendicular. We have here ED perpendicular to ZC. This angle, the measure of it equal 90 degree. Now we have another example. We have a straight line here, cut and cut, and straight line here parallel. Okay, it was parallel to this side. Okay, and here A, B, C, D, E, F, and he won't find what he give us the measure of angle B 140, and measure of angle E 40, and he would find measure of angle ECP, these angles. Okay, we can find the measure of this angle such that FC parallel to CB and EC cut of them, then measure of angle E will be equal measure of angle ECD. This angle will be equal 40 degree. We called it alternate angle. Okay, and then CD was parallel to PA, and CB here cut of them, then measure of angle P plus measure of angle DCP equal 180. Call this supplementary angles because two angles here is the same side about cut of them. Then we can find the measure of angle DCP equal 180 subtract by 140. It will be 40 degrees. This angle will be 40 degree. Then the last step here, measure of angle. You want to find measure of angle C equal 40 plus this angle was 40. It will be 80 degree. The angles here will be 80 degree. Understood? Last question here. Does triangle congruent triangle? Yes, because all sides in the first congruent to all sides in the second triangle. And triangle APD and triangle, we have two triangle congruent, ABD congruent triangle ABD and CBD. We have here E, C, and D. And then He give us angle 30 degree BDC. This angle BDC, BDC, it was 30 degree, 70. This angle 70 degree. Okay, this triangle is congruent because EP was equal to CB and CD equal to ECD, and DB we called it is a common side, is a common side. Okay, then two triangle will be congruent. Then measure of angle ADP will be measure of angle CDB equal 20 degree. Then measure of angle ABD, you want to find ABD here. Okay, give us in the example it was 30, BDC 30, and this angle will be 30 degree again. Okay, then measure of angle D, you want to find APD, this angle. Okay, he give us two angles. Okay, measure of angle C70 here. He give us this angle was 70, and here 30 is 30. Then we can find the measure of angle ABD. This angle will be equal here angle. Measure of angle ABD, these angles will be 180. Subtract sum of 30 plus 70 because this angle will be 70 equal to this angle. Then sum of interior angles in eight triangles equal 180. You can find the measure of angles ABD by find the difference between 180 and sum of 30 and 70. The result will be 80 degree. Last question, draw angles and bisect by using compass. Okay, we can using the ray here and protractor, draw angles there, the measure of it equal 100, and then stop here by using compass and open the arc, and then open the arc, and then draw the ray here bisect this angle with 60 and there 60 degree. This angle was B, and we have here B, C, and the bisect of them it will be D, B, D, B and D. Okay, it's the last question. Okay.